We are heading into the Kuroko no Baskets Season 3 Episode 20, the start of despair. Akashiya has shown himself to be a dunker, and Hyuga gets a foul thanks to Miyubuchi's thing, and then complains to the coach and get an extra foul, therefore out of the game. As Seirin's hopes get crushed one after one, it seems this is a game Rakusan automatically is going to win. Kuroko, remembering his promise from his childhood friend and the armband he got from the previous game, refuses to believe it and asks to be subbed out. Rakusan, though, is understandably not concerned, seeing that, and especially Mazuyumi continues to talk down on Kuroko, saying he's nothing more than a charlatan or a faker and all that stuff. Kuroko begins to guard Mayuzumi, much to Mazumi's frustration, since he cannot stand Kuroko. However, even though Kuroko cannot block Mazumi, it seems something else is happening. Kagami can block Mazumi, but sometimes do not. Mazumi begins to think then that Kuroko is making light of him and begins to give it his all. But Kuroko has the last laugh, saying, remembering Tako's a little bit weird words about saying, hating something of your own kind. I actually don't really know why Tako actually said that about Kuroko. There's nothing about Kuroko that is actually so dislikable. Guess it's Tako. However, it's understandable to dislike Mazayumi. So with that, Kuroko says the title of the sixth man is not Phantom 6 Man is not yours yet, and disappears. His misdirection returned. With a new fire, he and Kagami begins to fight back higher. But has Kuroko's misdirection really returned? Not completely. Turned out that Kuroko once again has proven that he's a smart chess master. Even though he doesn't play chess. Well, you don't need to play chess to be smart. Although if you can play chess, it doesn't matter. What matters is apparently by continued pressing on Mazayumi, he is making Mazayumi, who has also a lack of presence, stands out more than Kuroko, therefore making Kuroko be less not watchable, sinking disappearing more than Mazayumi. With that, Kagami gets a fire back in his soul and enters back into his zone and begins to combine it with his animal instinct, almost perfectly guarding Akashiya. As Mazayumi tries to just do passes, not just dribbling past Kuroko, Kuroko tricks him, and he still dribbles past him. And here's a sweet thing. All the Generation of Miracles saying that even though Mazayumi has better stats than Kuroko, he cannot surpass Kuroko's heart, will, and iron soul as past as a Phantom 6 Man. Proving this sees that all the Generation of Miracles, although have their words, all acknowledge Kuroko as the real Phantom 6 Man. With his misdirection complete, having overridden Mazayumi as another light like that, the Seirin team is back in action. As the Rakusan calls for a timeout, they want to sub out Mazayumi, but Akashiya says no. Instead, he opts to do a similar misdirection style with Mazayumi still on the field, but now he's just there to point the gaze. In the end, it's Akashiya who is using Mazayumi. That's basically this episode. I mean, Mazayumi was incredibly difficult to watch here. He was disgusting and he was arrogant, so seeing him being humiliated by Kuroko, that was so satisfying. But still, to see in the end, it's Akashiya who's the biggest douche here. Now he just decides to use Mazayumi. I mean, even though it was Mazayumi's fault well, maybe his name is not Mazayumi, for failing. It was his fault that the Seirin got their fire back. But the fact that all of the 3 team members all saying it's your fault, it's true, it was his fault. But the way he said it, it's very clear they only like him as a useful person. And that is pretty harsh. But it still was his fault, I mean. Other than that, it was only despair at the beginning, but now that Kuroko and Kagami are back in action and, well, I don't want to say stronger than ever, but they are not dead yet. Excitement has just started. Give me your thoughts if you have any.